Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. We are looking at some hardware today. We're looking at the Stomp IO. So kick back and relax. We're gonna get heavy. Hey, hope you're all doing well. It's the start of the week, I guess, for me here in Australia, even though it's Sunday, Saturday for the rest of you living in the past. And I hope you're kicking goals. So let's say hello to the folks over at Facebook. What are you doing over there? Come over here to YouTube at youtube.com/Jade Starr, or you can go to our website, ours. It's all of ours. Mine, yours, ours. And you know whose. So it's at howtoappios.com. And you can watch the show live in there. There's playlists and heaps of stuff, as well as my music and all of that kind of thing, if you're into that. Okie doke. So, as usual, if you would like to jump to the timestamp that is in the pinned comment or in the description, you can do so as well, just to skip the chitter chatter at the start where we say hello to everybody and all of that, and check out if there's any price drops on apps that have occurred in the day that I haven't been online. Click the timestamps below. Let's say hello to the folks who have already joined us in the chat. We have Danny Broderick, Tom Rochelle, Michael Washington, Nina is here, Synth Widow, hi Joe, kiss kiss, Russ is here, Thomas Ghislaine, Cy, who else, Doctor's Orders, and hello Kim, good to see you, Stu, Andy's here, Ed Zielinski, good to see all of you. I hope you're all doing well. Gary Hubs is here also. Jessica Jan, the names you're all rolling in. Look at, I can see you coming in. You're rushing in with your school bags. There's the bells ringing. Hurry in quick. Take a seat. Relax. Chillax. We're going to play with some cool stuff today. I don't know what to call this thing, but it's really cool. It does a hell of a lot. Before we do that, let's look. Any apps that are going on sale? Doesn't look like it. I don't think so. So, Chameleon, 4 Pockets, Calm My Cat is still on sale, everybody. Yeah. Calm My Cat. Still $8.99. Cool. There we go. So what are we looking at today? Let's kick it off. Hello, Pete Johns, who has just joined us. We are looking at the IK Multimedia's iRig Stomp IO. And here it is. Let's bring it up on the full screen so you can see it. This is their website. Hello, Andy Dawson. Also, Auntie G. If you didn't see the interview I did with Auntie G a few days ago, what are you doing? Get back, have a look at it. It's really cool. So this is the iRig Stomp. This is the website, and it looks nice and fancy. So it's the ultimate floor rig. So yes, what does it look like on the outside? It looks like a stomp box, but it's so much more. It is way more than that. It is a MIDI controller. It also is an audio interface as well. So you can do everything from this. You can get rid of your audio interface and just use this. Some nice fancy shots of it. Look at that. It's all so pretty. But I'm just showing you a website. So the link to the website is down below. Also a video that is from IK Multimedia to check it out. And we are going to jump straight in and have a look at it for the real though. Now, before I kick off, I need to let you know that this particular unit that I have was kindly sent out to me by IK Multimedia. Why was it sent out to me? Well, I have been looking for a stomp box. You've seen me do my review of the Spark amplifier that I have. But I am, of course, the world is opening up due to lockdown, hopefully slowly ending and us being able to eventually resume normal practices and become like we were in the before times. So I've been looking for a stomp pedal kind of box for back when we're playing gigs. That's initially what I was looking for. So when I go out looking for gear, I do a lot of homework, and check out everything I possibly can and read everything I possibly can so I can make the best informed decision. And I always recommend you do this yourself. So after a lot of searching for quite a couple of months, I had come up with this piece of kit, which I thought, in my mind from research, 80% sure this would be something that I would like after watching heaps of videos, after reading heaps about it. So I reached out to IK Multimedia. Hello to Colin Powell and Stephen Rimmer, who have joined us also. So I already had an idea that I would like this. Now, IK Multimedia were kind enough to send me out one of these. They have in no way told me how I need to react to this. So all of this is pure, like after using it for 2 weeks. So there's no pressure on me to say anything apart from what my honest opinion is. All right, so let's have a look at it, and I'm going to let you know what my honest opinion is. First, let's check out how it came to me, the packaging, because it's quite interesting. It is a rather big object when it arrived. Have a bit of vape. Damn delicious. So let's scoot. So we've got a camera here to show you. Here is, you can see it there on the desk, but here is the box. Look at this thing. It is ginormous. All right, so you can see my hand holding it. It is a really, really big box. It's really well packed. Got lots of nice, bright pictures on it. Lots of handy dandy info on the back. But yeah, it is nice and big. So what comes in this lovely box with all its nice packaging, and it was nice and safe and secure in there. I'm not doing an unboxing because it's a box. But what came in there? So you can see the unit sitting here on my desk. So I'm not using it on the floor today because I want to give you an idea of what it looks like. Maybe at the end of the show, we'll chuck it on the floor. This little box came inside of it also. So obviously you get a standard, printer USB cable, which, your standard, B to A. So you get one of those. I don't need to show you one of those because we've all seen millions of those. You also get a nice power cable. So you get all this, so that's good. But here's what's really cool with this. When I got this little attachment, there's a little attachment here which you can click on and off. You can actually pull this off because in that little white box too, you get a plastic bag full of other kind of plugs for around the world. That's really cool, yeah? So you get one for your particular country. I thought that was a really nice touch. So you get, one of these ones. You got one of these ones and one of the American ones. These are American ones, aren't they? Yeah. The two-pronged ones. You get the Australian one. So you get a nice selection of little add-ons for your power supply. There you go. Nice. Also in the box, you get, let's pull it out, instructions. There you go. Nice little, nothing too big, nice and simple instructions. Let's throw this stuff down on the floor and make a big mess. So you get instructions which are, there we go, nice easy diagrams. You can't really see, there you go. Super easy diagrams to follow. I like it, easy to read book, and you get this great little cable here. So it is one of these micro Midi connectors that has a lightning connector on the end. Why do you get one of these? Why do you get one of these? Well, you can connect your iPhone or your tablet to the box. So let's zoom in a little bit more on the box and see if we can do this. Zoom in a little bit more, hit apply, and we'll just move this camera a bit more so you can see what's happening. So there is the box. Yes, easy diagrams to follow. I wish everything came with easy diagrams to follow. Wouldn't it make life easy? Yeah, because we like easy, easy, greasy, peneasy. All right, let's have a look at it from a top view. There you go. I'm going to just remove these comments for now. Bye, chat. So here it is from the top view. Now, what you will notice is there's a lot of real estate. There's a lot of real estate sitting there. What is that for? Now, this is rubber. So you can see me flicking this up. This is all rubber, so it's got all these nice grooves on it. That's really cool. But why is it there? Because it looks like you could do a lot of other things. We will get to that. Danny Broderick has asked, do you get a USB-C cable for iPad Pro? That's what I thought when I opened it up. I'm like, oh my God, there's no USB-C cable, but all is good. Don't worry, you don't need one. So why is this little flap here? Well, I can stick my phone in here. See that? I can put my phone in there, nice and easy. So, and it just sticks under that flap there, and it's not squashing it or anything like that. It comes out easy, but it's enough to just hold it down, and it's not putting any pressure on the iPhone, but it's just enough, right? It looks like they've really put a lot of care into this little flap, and you know, probably done a lot of measurements and stuff to make it all right. So let me put my phone down. So that was my SE, and now I have an iPad 2017, which I can whack in there as well. There you go. So that can sit in there too. And the little USB plug goes in the back like so, comes straight out and into the iPad if you're using it in this particular way. And as soon as you plug it in, you guessed it, it starts charging as well. So now that is a bonus within itself. Now definitely that's the charging works if you're using your power cable, which I'm not today, because I'm using it. There's so many different ways you can use this. And here is the power cable. So if you've got that plugged into your wall as well, and you've got this going into your iPad, you'll be charging your device. Pretty cool, yeah? And it's as easy as that. It's just as simple as that to plug in. And as soon as it's plugged in, you see a little light come on, like you can see a light here, and it's connected. You don't really need to do anything else. So you just open up the software that comes with it. And what is the software that you would be using? So that would be IK Multimedia's Amplitude. You've got Vocal Live, works with it as well, which I've done a show on. So you can go back and read that. That's their vocal effects processing app. It also works with the Amplitude Acoustic app. And any of the Amplitude apps like the Slash one or any of those. So this just works beautifully with it. And I'm going to show you that really soon. Andy says, wonder how many will stick their foot through the screen. You know, I've had it on the floor. I've been using it. For example, folks, I've done 4 shows already using this. It's not like I just have had this for a week. I've actually done 4 shows with this using the expression pedal for the SWAM Brass apps while I was using my keyboard. This was the expression pedal that I was using. And I also used this on my live show last week where I was singing, and I had 3 microphones on in front of me. This was my vocal effects for that, and I had this on the floor. And I had the iPad sitting on the floor. Not once did I ever come close to standing on the screen, and I wasn't even looking down. I've got this tray here, right? So I couldn't even see it down here. Where's my hand? I couldn't even see it on the floor. So that's cool too. Now I see a question. Doug has joined us as well. Hello, Doug. Kiss, kiss. So I see a question here from Danny Broderick saying, if it works with bias effects too, it will be a beast. Well, we'll have to try that, won't we? We'll give that a go a little bit later. Right, so I'm not using this connected to the iPad today. I don't need this, right? But you can use this. This I find is the great solution for doing live shows, or when if you're using an iPhone. So you can use an iPhone, you can use your tablet, but what about an iPad Pro? Because it's USB-C. Well, as you can see here is my USB A to B cable. This is going straight into a hub, which is just behind me here. And that hub is going into my iPad Pro. and it works. So you don't need, so the way to do it is to just out from here with a typical USB-C connector into a hub or a powered hub or any hub that goes in to your iPad Pro, and it just works. So it doesn't come with a specific USB-C, but if you're going into a, so if you've got a USB-C, like, what do they call it, connector or hub or anything like that, you just plug it in with USB and it works beautifully. So let's have a look at the unit before I open up the apps and grab my guitar. Alrighty, so you've got your 4 switches down the front here. They all click very, very nicely. I like them. Good to use with your hands, good to use with your feet. Really nice. You've got a gain control here, and you also have a volume switch here. So these are all right in front of you. No need to do anything right at the back here, anything troublesome like that. You have a volume rocker here for your wah pedal, or you can assign this to anything else that you'd like. Let's have a look at the back. You can kind of see what's going on here. Let's see if we can get that in focus. So we have 2 other extensions here for 2 other pedals that you'd like to add. You've got a MIDI in and out. You also have, so you've got stereo out, because remember this is an audio interface as well. So you've got stereo outs, balanced stereo outs. You also have your power supply here. This is your mini USB that, you see the little icon there, which goes into your iPhone or iPad. You've got Phantom 48 volt sitting here. And this is your headphone out. Now, the way I'm using this today, there are many ways you can use this. I'm just running the sound out of the headphones just because of the way for live streaming. So, and this is your input, which is a multi-in. So it's a combo jack, as you can see there. So it takes a microphone or a guitar jack. And that's about it. Really simple. Whoop, bang. Making lots of noise on the desk. So there you go. So it is an audio interface as well. Yeah. Who's buffering? Am I buffering? I'm not buffering. How can I be buffering? I'm never buffering. My internet's too good. If I am, that's bizarre. So there is that's what you get looking at the back, and that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. There's not really much more you need to know about it. Just about how to click the buttons and how to click things on and off. So let's jump into actually having a look at the app that we're going to use. Yeah? All right. So we're going to skip across here. And now you can see my screen. So this is my iPad Pro, yeah? This is my iPad Pro. We're all connected here. So I'm going to open the Amplitude app like that. And also need to let you know, in complete transparency, once I got the unit, I did reach back out to IK Multimedia and said, can you please unlock all of the pedals and amps for me for Amplitude? And they did. So I have everything here. So every single pedal, every single thing all unlocked. But I will let you know what you get with the actual Stomp is pretty damn impressive. So what you do get is you get four apps, and they are the CS versions of your iPhone apps. So you get Amplitude CS, you get Voice Live CS, you also get the acoustic Amplitude CS. Can't even think of the other one. You also get a whole bunch of PC Mac software as well. So you get Amplitude 4, and you get a whole lot of T-Rack software like T-Rax S White, T-Rax S Black, T-Rax S EQP, T-Rax S Vintage Compressor, and T-Rax S Microom. So you sure do get a whole lot of stuff. Plus, you get Ableton Light as well, which you get with everything. So they do throw a hell of a lot of stuff at you. All right. But just to be clear, you don't get all of the pedals and amps that I currently have on Amplitude. You have to pay for these extra, which I didn't have. So in full transparency, as I said, it was unlocked for me so I can show you all of these cool amp sims, speakers, cabs, and all of the pedals. But yes, so this is Amplitude when you open it up. And as you can see, straight away, you can see there's a whole bunch of pedals and a setup here. If I click one of the buttons, bang, you can see it's just automatically just works. You know, I was really amazed how I just turn it on, just open the app. There you go. I can just click between and it's automatically changing. So let's jump into the live view just to kick off and show you. So up the top here, we've got our mouse here. So up the top, this is our live view. When I click on that, and with the live view, you get, and as you can see, when I click through these buttons, it clicks between the live view. And with each live view, as you change, you can see all of the pedals change. And so you see what you've got added here. If I get out of the live view now, you can see all of this that's shown here. So your top 4 pedals and then your amp. When I go to live view, you can see that you just get a smaller view for you to see what's happening. What's really cool, as you can see with me flicking through, so you get 4 banks on each page as I click through. To go up a bank, so this is your down and this is your up. So you just hold it down. So I want to go up to the next 4 banks. So I'm just going to hold this. And it goes up, yeah. Hold it. Hold it. So you can get to all of your presets nice and easy. And again, the first button, by holding it down, lets you skip between down 4. And then you can click through them. So it's nice and easy to navigate. Now I'm doing it with my hands, obviously. I do have feet, just in case you're wondering, like you think that I have no feet. I do. They're just predisposed at the moment. So there you go. The mystery's uncovered. I do have feet. Okay. So there's a really cool function as well, which lets you on the fly. So if you're playing live, think about this as a stomp box before we even think about it as an audio interface. So it's on the ground, you're playing live, and you want to change what's happening up here with your pedals. So you want to get rid of one of these pedals, but you don't want to get out of this live scenario. So maybe you want to switch out a cab or change the head. All right. How do you do this? Glad you asked. It's really, really easy. So these 2 here, so 3 and 4, if you hold them down like this, it changes. The screen changes and you get a close-up view of the 4 pedals that are up the top here. All right. So you can see you've got the delay, the noise, the crusher, compressor, and you can actually now you can see the lights here are all on. So we're now into a new setup, and now you can actually control which pedals you want on and off through here. So you're getting right into the meat of your preset. And to get out of that, you just hold down the 2 again and you're back here. So on the fly, you can very easily do this without having to bend down and touch anything and have to put your finger on the glass. Makes it nice and easy. So let's go back into that screen again. Also, you can do it by touching the screen. See, I'm touching the screen at the moment. So you can bring these in and out at your leisure. So really good. Tom Rochelle, have we ever seen Jade's feet in the same? Oh, God. Right, I've started a rumor now that I'm legless. I will be when I go on holiday next week. That's another story. Okie doke. So also from this view too, just looking at the app, you can actually go in and change things just by clicking on the pedals. Yeah. So you can change the depth and power. You can go into the delay here, and it highlights each pedal. So you can see with the D compressor, you can go into your head of your amplifier. You can go into the speaker, and you can change a different speaker from here as well. These two on the end, these two effects, these are actually not in the pedal board. What these are, if I get out of live mode, you have a post effects bay. So this is within the app. This is your post effects bay if you're going out to. So that's why they are in the mix there. So let's go back to here. And again, just holding down number 2 lets you flick ahead to all of these cool sounds. Radio. So let's get out of live view here, and I'll show you one of the other functions. Do you have to pick... Hang on. Do you have to pick both feet up at once to hold? I don't know. If your foot's this thin, yeah, I think yeah, maybe there's something else wrong. You should be okay. Colin, interesting question. All right, so what else does it have built in? This third button, if you hold down number 3. Oh, it didn't. What happened? Why didn't it work? It should bring up my tuner. Where's my tuner? I don't know why I didn't do that. Where are we? Where is my tuner? It's here. There it is. So, there we go. So it activates your tuner. So that's how you activate that. So pedal number 3 activates your tuner and turns it on and off. So that's cool. Let's go back to live view. Here you go. Hold down number 3, and there's your tuner. All right. So when you're in live mode, you can access your tuner really easy just by holding down number 3. Hold and just get out of it. Just any button will take you out of it. Just to show you again. There you go. Easily get to your tuner while you're playing live. So it's really super cool to get to your tuner and get out of that. But don't, your tuner, your fresh tuner caught from the sea, your tuner. But wait, there's more, because there is a looper built into this as well. So if I hold down these two, 1 and 2 at the same time with my foot, boom, there is my looper. And you've got 4 little sections there to loop some music. Let's grab my guitar just to show you what's going on, mate. Do I have a pick? There's my pick. And we'll get some sound happening here. Let's use the tuner first. Get out of our looper just to show you that the tuner works. Wow. I turned the right string. I don't even know. That would help. Man, I've got the wrong guitar. Oh, man. I was wondering, why are you not tuning? I actually grabbed the wrong guitar today. There we go. It was the G that was out. Cool. Now, there's a bit of noise coming through my thing today. It's only because of all the electronics on my desk. So that's one thing we'll have to ignore. But that is when this is what happens when you have a desk that looks like this. With a TV and everything. Look at that. It's a fucking mess. Cables everywhere. That is just something we'll deal with today. So let's get back here. So let's get to our looper. So if we hold these two down, here we have our looper. And to kick off, what it does is really cool. It flashes the button to let you know how we kick off the looper. So you know this is the one that kicks it off. So if I just click it down. And straight away, it moves to the next one, ready to go. Now, clearly, I'm not... Clearly, what's happening is I'm having to do this with my hands, so I can't really show you everything properly. But to record the next track, oh, yeah. So we got to, I'm recording over the other one. I need to move it. I need to move it to the next track. So, no, you're not getting feet cam. There is no feet cam. Let's record this again. So we'll actually delete this. Let's do this. Let's delete that first one. There we go. So that's gone. Now we'll try and record something a bit better. So we just need to move with the second button. I got out of the looper. Get back in the looper, dick. So you just move with left and right to move to the next thing to loop. Was that recording then? I think it was. There we go. Why did I start the whole feet thing? I'm going to get back to my loop now. Hold down. So you get... That's it, stop. So you understand how to use a looper. So you basically hit to record with this, and then you can move to your next track. So the looper's really easy to use. Nice and simple to use. That is your looper. I'm going to remove this because I don't want to spend too much time on the looper because I have no feet, as we've worked out. So now the meme is that I have no feet. Awesome. I love it. Let's get out of the looper, and now we are back here to our pedal board. I'm going to crank this up a bit here. So these are the built-in sounds here, and there are heaps of them. Let's get out of the live view here. So let's have a look. We're out of the live view. Let's have a look at some of how you can add new pedals and stuff. So let's jump into amplitude a little bit, because this is what you basically get with it. And to get rid of a pedal, it's really easy. Up the top here where it says delay, noise filter, I'll go full screen so we can, I'll put my guitar down just for a second so I can go a little bit into the app. Alrighty. So here we are, full screen. So to change out your pedals, nice and easy. If I just click on the delay up here, whoops, I didn't want to do that. It gives you a list of pedals and you can look at them by brand. As you can see, I've got the Fender stuff all in here, the Voice Live, the Slash stuff, the Dimebag Darrell stuff. So you can actually go through and check out all the pedals in each pack. So it's really easy to navigate. You can actually click type, so it'll split them up instead of packs. You can check them out, so as in delays, dynamics, EQs. Let me move my mic. So filters, pitch, other, distortions. So you got so many distortions. Look at all those lovely fancy distortions. And you can just go across and select your pedal board from there. Again, with the lead, so you've got all your heads here, which you can go through, nice and easy to select. Again, you can go by type, so bass, high gains, your crunches, cleans, or you can go by brand. So you can see Marshall stuff. So, you know, with the Slash packs, you've got Marshall heads. A lot of big name brands in the Amplitude app, which is really, really cool. Yeah, I love all the big name brand stuff. So also you've got cabs over here. I see this little cab button. When I click on that, you've got your speaker boxes, and you can actually really get in and mess around with your microphone. So you can, you know, move your microphones back and forward, which is really cool. You can change out the microphones up here. So you got a whole bunch of condensers, different types of mics you can add. So that's really awesome too. And you can lock these in too. So there's a little lock button up here that you can lock it in, just in case you know, bump your mic and knock it out of the way like that, or just move it a little bit. So there's a little lock button up the top. Well, that didn't work. So it's supposed to, could have having a good day, but there you go. So these are all your this is where you set up your pedals, and this is your post pedal board here as well. So that is basically how you use the pedals. So it's pretty cool. Down here, down the bottom, you've got your tuner, easy access. You've got a song recorder as well. Your loopers available down here, and a small screen as well. There is a little loop drummer that you can play to. So you've got that. I've just randomized that. So you've got that built in, and down here you do have like a little mixer as well. So there's a bunch of stuff in this app that you can use, but what I will do is we'll do a full review of the app at another stage, so you can get a better idea of that. But let's have a look at how do we get out of there? There we go. Let's have a look at how we can save our own creations, because that's the most important thing. So down here where these little dots are, these are where your presets are saved. So down the bottom are your favorites, and this is where you save all of your presets to work with your pedal board. So whatever you save in your favorites will work here. Yeah. Gary Hubs, if you don't have your feet, you can't have any pedals. How can you have pedals if you don't have your feet? Man, I'm not putting my feet on camera. I just refuse to do it. It just is not happening. So don't even get me to do that. All right. So in your preset packs, here you can see all my packs that I currently have installed. So I've got Vocal Live. You can see the Slash pack, the Orange pack, the Mesa Boogie packs, Joe Satriani, Jimi Hendrix. You can go through all these, like the Dimebag Darrell pack here. When I open this up, you've got a whole bunch of presets. So let's start clicking on a few. and show you some of the sounds and how easy it is to add to your pedal board. So, guitar in hand, sound up. Oh, there we go. Yes. So let's have a look. So you got like cemetery gates. This is a clean sound. Let's bring back some of the volume there. It's got a little bit of distortion on it. We've got a guitar solo here. Oh, where'd I go? There we go. So we've got a heretic distortion here. You can hear. I keep losing sound for some reason. What is going on today? This is why. There we go. So how do you save one of these pedals? Well, it's really easy to actually save this stuff. So you would scroll to a blank space or overwrite whatever you want. So let's go to this whole new page here, which is 33. So all you do is just hold down on there, and that is now saved to that particular bank. So now if I grab another, so like this lead solo wah, and unfortunately, so you can see my wah pedal is actually working as well here. So you can see the pedal moving, but again, I'm not using my foot. So if I want to add this sound to my bay, that's now added. We've got a live distortion sound here. And we can add this to the live bay. And that's now set. So now when we head over to our live scene, again, we can get over to those sounds, and there we have them all locked in. And through here, we can click between them. So nice and easy to control. So there's really not a lot to this thing. It just works as it's advertised. But I want to talk about this also because it works with other apps. Let's jump out of Amplitude because we are running out of time. Because I had a question at the beginning of this. Does it work with Bias Effects? I'm glad you asked, because let's give it a go and see if it does. Here is Bias Effects. Now I have all the tones in this as well. So why am I not getting any sound from here? That sucks, because it works when I'm getting sound there. Oh, that's why. Here we go. Oh, so there's no noise gate on there, but look. We are able to click through 2 different sounds with where we were. What happened? Let's try that again. So in short, it actually does work because it and now it's not. Yay. Oh, I love it. I love it. Good stuff. Live. We all love live, don't we, folks? It's fantastic. Live streams are the funnest stuff for showing off gear. I'm just going to close everything else out that I don't need running. And let's see how we go. For some reason, there we go. We need a different sound because this one is quite vicious. So there you go. We are able to click through and control everything in Bias Effects. So I'm just turning down the sound because a lot of these effects, unfortunately, I don't have hooked up with a... Now, as you can see with Bias Effects, if I flick through different sounds here, so I have a bunch of preset sounds in folders. So, as you can see, if I go into Live View, so Live View works with this as well. So here we are in Live View, and you can see me clicking through. I can click through all of the pedals here. I can go up a bank. There you go. So we're going up a bank. So you're up to 2C, 3B. And we're able to click through. So now you're getting to see all of my favorite sounds that I have. Cool. So these are, so it works beautifully well with my Bias Effects. Not a problem. There's a few things I did have to mess with to make it work properly. So you can actually go in here into the MIDI settings and you can assign things like to turn on tap tempo, metronome, all that kind of stuff. You can actually set your MIDI settings in here. So you've got amps and effects. You also have a list of things, so that I had to set the bank up and bank down. You can see here to bank to 24 and 25 on the MIDI, but pretty much everything else worked. So you do have the power to manipulate and make Bias Effects work best for you. So as you can see with my Bias Effects here, just to show you, I have a lot of sounds, a whole lot of clean stuff here, some acoustic sounds, all my leads, and 3 full things of metal. So I kind of like metal. So yeah, that works beautifully well. Also, this is not only that, I will finish up on, but this is also a, so you can use this, the way I'm using it today, just so you know, I'm going out of the MIDI into a hub into my iPad Pro. But I could also go out of here via like a MIDI into my Steinberg UR22 and not use this as an audio interface. So right now this is being used as an audio interface into my iPad Pro. I can just connect this out of the MIDI into another audio interface and then control and plug my guitar or microphone tab or both into my Steinberg, and this automatically changes to a MIDI controller instead of an audio interface. So right now it's operating as an audio interface, but you can use it as a MIDI controller. So that's really cool as well. So, you know, when you're playing a gig or anything like that, you can, or, you know, if I want to use the Steinberg, you can definitely do that also. So there's a lot of functionality in here. And because we have a combo jack in the back here, I'll pull this out. Let's see. I can grab a mic cable. I can't really see what I'm doing here. Let's hope I'm doing the right thing. I can throw in a mic cable really easily. Let's just get rid of this. And I can open up something like Voice Live. So this is by IK Multimedia as well. This is their vocal app. And I should be able to... Hey. So now I'm running through my microphone. This thing. Hello. And I can control get all that happening. And I've got a whole bunch of vocal effects that I can click through here. Wow. Say we jump into like harmony stuff. Wow. Yeah. Well, yeah, wow. And it works exactly the same. I can do a bank up, and we can go through presets. Turn on the choir. Oh, yeah. So as you can see, you can do a hell of a lot for this. Let your mind run free. You can plug in a bass into this. You can plug in your vocals. You can use it as an audio interface. You can use it as a MIDI controller. There is a lot that is really cool about this. So what do I think about it? I think it's awesome. I really can't wait to use it live. I've been playing with it every day for the last 2 weeks. The beautiful thing is I can just throw in my iPad whenever I want and not have to bring it up on the desk here. What's the app called? Which app, Dessel Morning? I've looked at 3 apps. So this app is called Voice Live right now. The previous app I was looking at was Bias FX 2, and the one we opened with was Amplitude. So those are the 3 apps. The voice one is Voice Live. So I have done a show on it. If you go and search Jade Starr Voice Live, one word, Voice Live, you'll find the review I did on that also. And the really cool thing, I will just go back. So when you open up, so all the effects that you get in Voice Live, you know, you got reverbs, choruses, delays, compressors, a double up, a pitch fix, a choir, so a morph, so you can do some crazy pitch shifting, really hellacious stuff. All of these you can actually unlock within Amplitude as well. So if you've got the guitar effects Amplitude, you can actually unlock all the effects in Voice Live in this too. So I wouldn't even need to switch between apps, because as you can see, if I grab an empty slot here, I can look for, where are we? Voice Live. There we are. And there's all the effects that are available. The de-esser, the pitch fix, choir, they're all available in Amplitude as well. So yeah, this thing is incredible. I really can't wait to use it live. I can't wait to actually record some guitars on my next project. I've already, if you want to go back, I'll put a link in the description to the live performance I did for the 200th episode, where I used it for vocals. You can hear some of the crazy pitch shifting and stuff that I got from my death metal growls and all that. So that was all through this baby. Really incredible stuff. How much is it? I'm glad you asked. So it's got a price tag. It definitely does have a price tag. In Australia, let's do a search for it in Australia. You are looking at around $500, if I'm correct. So let's just bring it up. I'm pretty sure. So in the US, you're looking at around, between $230, as Collins just put here, £239 up to about $299 kind of things. The same USD. In Australia, you're looking at, as I said, it's around $560 odd. So it does come with a price tag, but you're getting a hell of a lot of value with it. You're getting an audio interface. You're getting, the ability to use your microphone, your guitar, your bass. You are getting the ability to use it as a MIDI MIDI controller. You've also got in there, a looper as well. And it's, what? Here's the other thing we will just show you lastly. This thing is built like a tank, man. That's metal, all right? This thing's made of metal. It is heavy. It is definitely, it's not going anywhere. To pick it up, you need two hands. It's a solid beast of a piece of kit. This ain't gonna get hurt really easily. I mean, you can kick the, it's on the ground. You're meant to stomp on it. It's got the stomp in the name. So it's made of metal. It's for metal, and I recommend it 100%. I think it's really cool, and I really can't wait to do a field test of it and play a live show, because that's where I think it's going to shine for me personally. And in the studio as well. So that is my look at it. I hope it's been beneficial to you. I love how these live streams always go. They're always hard to do. And, you can use Bias FX on it too. So look, if you haven't got Amplitude, it's not a necessity. So you don't have to rush out and buy it. You do get a copy of CS, which has some a selection, a small suite of extra stuff in it as well. So, and the ability to add a couple more foot switches in there as well is really cool. So I think it's fantastic. I haven't tested it out with any other guitar apps properly, but let's just say this. If you're using a guitar sim on iPad that has MIDI capabilities, this should work because it's a MIDI controller. So keep that in mind. There's a lot of possibilities. If you can MIDI map anything, this is a MIDI controller, so you can do that as well. Okie doke, that is going to be it for me. I want to thank IK Multimedia for sending it out to me to have a look and even show you guys what is going on with it. I think it's a beast. I've had heaps of fun with it. I'm going to have heaps more fun with it too. I hope you've got plenty of value out of today's show. Please hit the like, subscribe to the channel, and if you are a Patreon of mine, I will be going live in about 15 minutes time for our weekend hangout, which we do every Saturday if you're living in the past, and all of that stuff, or Sunday if you're here in Australia. So you can join Patreon for as little as $1 a day, a month, I mean, not a day. As little as $1 a month. So do that. Also, what's coming up this week on the show? We are doing another episode of Behind the Song, and we will be looking at a song by the Indigo Sunsets. So that should be really cool. And we got the usual frivolity of apps and all that stuff coming up. Hope you have a great day. Be kind to each other and do Lots of cool things. Nice for yourself. Make some music. Make some mistakes. Pat yourself on the back for the small successes. And in general, just do what makes you happy. And I'll see you tomorrow, unless you're on the Patreon. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Adios amigos. Goodbye.